We shape our homes, and our homes shape us. I, Pallavi Arora of Fulcrum Homedecor, am here to transform your spaces into a dream home. Cheers to new beginnings and new memories, with a little bit of magic and lots of love. Welcome to Fulcrum Home Decor. My name is Pallavi and I'm here to help you transform your spaces into a home. Today I'm taking you through the kitchen of this 3.5 BHK that we have designed in Pune. The kitchen, I wanted to dedicate a specific video for the kitchen because there is a lot of things that we do in the kitchen. There is civil work that happens, there is the trolleys that happen, not just the furniture, there is a lot that goes into the kitchen, and most of the modular kitchens that we see don't accommodate these kind of things. So this video will help you plan your kitchens if you are going ahead with the renovation, or it may guide you in your process of designing your kitchen. So let's begin the tour. So the way the builder had provided the kitchen was we had this L-shaped platform which the builder had already provided. However, there were a few things which we needed to change. The tiles that the builder had provided, that needed to change. There was an attached utility and or a storeroom and dry balcony that was also attached to the kitchen, which is also something we have changed. There was the entrance to the servant or the house help's quarters that has also changed in this kitchen. So I will take you through a lot of things that we've done civil wise and of course in the furniture aspect. So one of the first things that we did was to break down the counter that the builder had given, primarily because of the position of the fridge and how we needed to house our appliances. Now if you look at the before pictures, otherwise the counter of the kitchen was, it started from a certain place. We had the sink right here because this is where the window is, and the outlet was here. The gas position that the builder had given was on the other side of the kitchen. Now, according to Vastu, that was not the ideal position of having the water and the fire area in the house. So that is something we needed to change. We were also changing the position of the fridge, so we needed to extend the counter. So what we did is we ripped apart the entire kitchen, the tiles and everything that were there, and we have created a new platform. Now the new platform is similar to the old platform. It has been given with black granite. However, earlier there was a lot of spotting in the granite, and this is a more clean finished granite which the client wanted. So we've added a full counter which is in an L shape in the kitchen. We've added these beautiful tiles. Now these tiles are subway tiles, but we've added a little splash of pattern tiles here and there. Primarily because again it has a very farmhouse look, but it has a little Indian look as well. So we wanted to get that in place. We've changed the position of the sink. We've kept the sink on the other side of the platform. This helps her keep her gas in the area that she needs to have it. This is the position that we decided for the gas hob because this was according to us one of the favorable conditions, and this also because it's right next to the window, it eliminates the need of having a chimney. However, that's completely a choiceful thing, and you may want to have a chimney even though you have a window in the kitchen, but this facilitates that process. We wanted the two corners of the kitchen to be the electronics corner. So one side we have the oven, and we've also given her a granite slab on top on which the microwave rests. She did not want too much of cabinetry in the kitchen, and a lot of openness was needed, so we've provided her with open shelves in the kitchen. Now this helps her keep all her things organized and keep the things that she needs in a visible location. The other side, which is where we have our that side, we wanted to have cabinets. Now we didn't want to have all closed cabinets, so we've given a combination of glass and closed cabinets, and the closed cabinets has the aquaguard inside it, so you really don't see it. The last part of the kitchen is where we've added some open shelves, and this is where she wanted her electronics or coffee part to be. So we've given her a provision of 2 shelves where she can house all her mugs and have a coffee machine and stuff like that. Electrical work has also been done accordingly. However, at this point, because they have just shifted and they are trying to still organize the place, they have housed their mixer and grinder and things like that in that space of the kitchen. For the base of the kitchen counter, we have provided her with drawers which are of different varied lengths and sizes, and primarily this is something that you don't get in a modular kitchen. So we manufacture whatever trolleys you need. We've provided them in a combination of tandem drawers. So for the cutlery, we have a tandem drawer. We have tandem drawers with soft closure whenever it was necessary. We have given her drawers of stainless steel wherever we felt that a tandem drawer would not work with this. So it's a combination of drawers and different kinds of drawers that we have given her. We've also provided her with lights above the window just to add a little bit of farmhouse touch to the space. We've also provided her with hanging lights instead of the typical ceiling lights to give a little bit of warmth to the space. The color palette that we went ahead with, because the kitchen was quite open to the dining area and it's also visible from the living room, we had to keep the color palette similar, in a similar wood tone, like the living and the dining. And we've given her shaker style shutters in front with that wooden lovely feel. Added a few brass handles to add a little bit of gold, which is again getting reflected from the living room. And we've given accents of black because her electronics, a lot of them were black. So we've given accents of black in the faucet, in the lights, and even in the frame of the glass shutter in the cabinetry above. The other part of the kitchen is where we had the dry balcony. The entrance to the kitchen was almost the size of a door and we wanted to open that up. So we have removed a wall from this area. What we have also done is this utility area that was there, this was provided actually for the washing machine and a dishwasher if necessary. We have made that into a walk-in kind of a pantry, and we've also housed the fridge in that area. The entrance to the servants' room was from the utility area, and what we've done is we've closed it, and on this side, from the kitchen side, we've added a full length shutters, and it's a complete store and or a pantry that can be used now. We've given her really big shelves so she can house her bigger grains and things like that. And we've also housed the MCB box here, a utility cabinet, a janitor closet. So we were able to house a lot of things, including a laundry basket in this area. The washing machine has been shifted into the dry balcony, and now the space kind of feels like a part of the kitchen. So I hope you were able to get some tips and get some knowledge of how we design kitchens, and it may help you designing your kitchens if you are doing up your home or if you're planning to renovate your kitchens. So our primary focus is always to keep the client's requirements in mind first and then look at the aesthetic perspective of it. So it's a beautiful marriage between two things which have to work in sync and in harmony with each other to create a space which is comfortable, functional and aesthetic. I will all the details of getting in touch with us if you are looking at renovating or a makeover or getting your interiors done. We would be very happy to help you with that, and every detail has been mentioned in the description box below. I will see you very soon in the next video. Till then, happy